I wasn't gonna die. I was gonna survive for them.
Today, I fly out to the West Coast to do an interview with Shelley Rogers, aka A Good Witch. Today's video was sponsored by Huel, a quick, affordable, nutritionally complete source of food with everything that your body needs. The perception of the word witch, we're near Hollywood right now, like the idea of what a witch is, it has a negative connotations.
That's why I'm a good witch. A woman in total control of herself. It's a practical woman who understands her feelings and is able to create a space of harmony and joy with herself and with other people in it. There's a perspective that we can create. We can create our experience in this life, and people don't realize it. You know, and that's why I do tarot. The Hangman is about seeing the whole picture from a different perspective. It's about the duality of the universe. You can't know love without knowing loss. You can't know good without knowing bad. You know, and it's about looking beyond what your present perception is. These are Japanese cranes who mate for life, and it's my husband and I dancing on my once cancerous chest. I felt so sorry for everybody because clothes don't fit anymore, so they're all too low in the neckline. And if I just wear what's, you know, off the rack, my scars show. And people would get sight of it, and then they'd look away in shame. And I'd catch them, and I'm going, wow, what's the problem here? So I put a tattoo on it, and now people look at it and go, oh, and then I give them a high sign. Yeah, it's really funny that's really liberated me since I put a tattoo on it. I had cancer on the left and pain on the right, and I said, doesn't make sense to me, you know? And they couldn't understand why I didn't want to have reconstruction. And I'm thinking, wow, I can ride a dirt bike now without a bra on.
I love that, that's fantastic.
So this is my favorite workout, Fit Buddha. Come on in.
You can roll it halfway up with your squats.
Yeah, this is where I'm really happy about. Watch this. This is two knee replacements.
Wow, slow. Look to the back platform.
Pushing yourself a little bit each day. So I think 40 minutes of this is what sets my life apart from other people.
What do you think the common mistake of people getting older is, like, in terms of, like,
Sitting, not being active.
complacency?
Yeah, not challenging themselves, not being consistent with, well, I don't think a lot of people believe that they're creative. I don't think a lot of people think that they can affect a change in their life because they haven't tried it.
Was there a moment, like a pivotal moment, where you had this self-awareness to work on yourself in that way?
When I got sober. I got sober 40 years ago, and I wasn't happy. And I was standing at the altar to get married, and I wasn't happy. And I said, there's something wrong here. But I also had a problem with alcohol, that it poisons my body and it makes me think crazy. So I haven't had a drink in 40 years, and I feel so blessed. Alcohol made me slam my head against the same wall over and over again. And when I quit drinking, I got a chance to grow again. Oh, I'm just an old lady having a great time in life. We moved here when my kids were very young. My parents died when both of my parents were gone when my kids were a year old. Well, I had a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. And then we moved up here to be with my husband's family. Now this is my church.
On the left?
Yeah. This is called the Ventura Center for Spiritual Living. I started going there when I got cancer. And I would say that, if anything, saved my life.
Really?
Yeah. I had walked, changed my diet, done the zone. I did something for 30 days, and it changed my whole outlook. But then I found the cancer, and what did I do with it? I handled it like a medical problem. It's, I've got cancer. It never occurred to me that I had the kind of cancer you could die from. I was in with the doctor. The doctor gave me my percentages, and I said, well, I'm sorry, if you can't believe in me any more than that, I'll have to find another doctor. I said, I'm going to beat this, Well, I had an 8-year-old and an 11-year-old, and they were the greatest gift of my lifetime. I wasn't going to die. I was going to survive for them.
So just cut it randomly.
Shuffle.
Oh, shuffle it first.
Yeah, shuffle.
Okay.
What do your tattoos mean?
So the birds are, when my son died, I kept seeing these 2 birds everywhere.
Okay, look at this. Ha 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 ha. This is all about your inner truth. And I don't read upside down. Okay, this is that spiritual journey that you're on to resolve this grief. Okay, and these are the, she embodies bravery, and he loves to learn about it. So it's like you've got a young spirit and a maternal spirit on that path of bravery to resolve that inside of you. It's like you're going forward and doing things. These are about bravery. It's about passion. It's about adventure. It's about instead of sitting there and grieving, you're out doing something. And this is the feminine side of you, because you can't fix it. You have to receive it. And this is the part of you that's learning and growing and learning as much as you can about how to make yourself feel better.
Yeah, that was right. That was exactly what the thing I was thinking of. So
that's my mission, is to tell the truth. And then that's only the symbols I see in the card, but that's exactly where you are. And because those reflect what's going on inside of you, it opens up a place where we can say there's a divine creative entity in this universe, and you and I sit here as part of it. And right here, right now, we are creating that healing process that you're discovering within yourself. And we release that into that network of infinite capability, and let it go. That's all we can do every day. We can live to our truth and then let it go.
When all of this came about and I had this realization that I needed to heal or I needed to go onto this journey, my instinct was to be the Jordan I've always been and problem solve, to go out there to fix this straight away.
No, but
I feel this
you have to be
though.
it. You have to embody it.
People who have given me that advice, the best advice around this, have said that it's a different type of energy. It's not aggressive. It's not pushing forward. It's gonna.
It's the feminine.
It's so hard to get something that you want through receipt. Does that make sense?
Yeah. To get what you want, you got to let go.
Yes.
But how many times have we said that?
It's so true. Yeah.
The philosophy is it starts with self-acceptance and self-love. That's where we all fall short.
Because you've always been in the same place though, trying to help others. But you know, with the therapy, like you was trying to do the same thing.
Yeah, that was always about being of service. And because I was really good at anatomy, and I was really good at being a therapist, and motivating people and showing them that there's another way of doing it, and figuring out for that person what is their best way. That always excited me. This is about change, and what's your attitude about change? Are you royalty and indignant, or are you resilient and working through it? I had to step into something new because I'd lost everything I worked for. I was fascinated with my profession as a hand therapist. I'd worked for years to be the best in that field that I could be. And then one day I couldn't do it anymore. I had to step into something new. And it was because I had children. I had an 8-year-old and an 11-year-old. And I had to show them that mothers are alive. They're not disabled. I had to recreate myself. And so change was forced on me. But I think the one thing that I can say to encourage other people to step into change and step into the unknown is, over the years I have found that there's nothing in this world to fear. Fear stops me. It keeps me from growing. And so if I let that dominate my life, I wouldn't go anywhere. You know, every time I learn and grow, it's when I step into the unknown. You know, it's when I do something that frightens me. Every time I learn and grow, it's really stretching who I am. If you've got to stay in the comfort zone, nothing will change. You know, don't worry about it, just do it. You'll learn from your experience. Get up and do it. Don't think about it. Why not imagine, you know, whatever you want to be? if you need to take time to get through that confusion, you know, give yourself a break. The journey is always inward. There's nothing outside that's going to fix you. You know, it's really hard for me to grapple with the idea that 2 million people like what I say. I'm a good witch. And I spread the word that this is a kind universe and the only thing real in it is love and loving relationships. That's my life theme, I think.
As always, today's video is sponsored by Huel, and today they've sent me their brand new Black Edition. Black Edition Huel is a higher protein content version of their drinks, and they're absolutely amazing. I drink the powdered Black Edition all the time, and I also drink their ready to drinks. So the fact they've combined these two into one is absolutely unbelievable. It has 35 grams of protein, 26 vitamins and minerals, and if I know Huel, it's gonna taste great. That's delicious. I'm gonna do 2. Whoa, that's like tastes like a chocolate brownie. That's incredible. But the reason that Huel Black Edition Ready to Drink is so good, if you're training, if you're busy, if you're on the go, this has everything that the standard Huel has, but more protein. It has a higher protein content. And for me, when I'm trying to build muscle out here, especially as a plant-based athlete, this stuff is my go-to. And I want to say, this is by far the best tasting Huel. I'm not kidding. Thank you to Huel. If you want to find out more, go to the link in the description. Make these a part of your life. Honestly, they're incredible.